Hi, so today is August 22nd, and we flew into New York about 11:30 last night, and we arrived at our location here in Brooklyn. We rented a hotel off Airbnb. It was a few $1,000s, but um, it's just getting harder to be able to afford staying in Manhattan, even though it's really close to my hospital and everything, and it's where I prefer to be. It's just expensive, I guess. And I learned today that it takes about, I don't know, 45 minutes via subway, if you even know what you're doing, to get to Manhattan. So hopefully it doesn't take that much longer to get here after surgery, because whew, I know the taxi drivers just drive so crazy, and I just want to get home and lay down because they literally like release me right afterwards. So, yep, we're here in Brooklyn. It's a beautiful apartment. The people here are on vacation, I guess, and I'm just really thankful. It feels like home, really. The best home. My family does not know how to be quiet for a minute. That's okay. Anyway, today I went to meet with it's like a maxillofacial surgeon. I believe that's what it's called. He wasn't like a dentist. He was just like the surgery dentist guy. So he would be the one that's performing surgery on me with Dr. Weiner on Monday, August 28th. Um, when I met him, well, first actually I went in there and the lady came outside and she asked me about my Medicare, because apparently my doctors, people who, or the hospital maybe even, told her that I had Medicare. And like, I guess I lost my Medicare when I got married in 2000. I lost my Medicare when I got married February 2016. And honestly, if I would have known that I could have lost my Medicare for just getting married to a person that I've already been with for 12 years, I know it sounds horrible to say, but I probably wouldn't have done it, even though I wanted to marry him, and I'm happy I married him. It just would have been a lot easier for us financially. So it's very unfortunate that that happened. I don't understand it at all, because like we've lived together this whole time anyway, but whatever. I guess there's nothing I can do about it now. So I told her I had Medicaid, and she's like, oh, okay, well that don't help us because it's South Dakota Medicaid and I'm here in New York. So, um, 2 seconds before my appointment started, they realized I didn't have any insurance, and it was kind of like a blow to me, because I just felt like I thought they already knew that since my doctor referred me to them. And again, I felt like another financial obligation, because I'm like, hey, I'm here and I need help, but I don't have any insurance or any real way to help myself. So I felt like an obligation. Like, who wants to have somebody come to their dentist office and know that they need help really bad, but be like, oh, you don't have any money? Well, sorry. Like, I don't know. It just made me feel really bad and honestly just really uncomfortable. So that happened. And, anyways, I got in there and I told him right away that I didn't have any way to pay for it. And anyway, he just checked out my mouth right away, I guess, and told me what he thought. But anyway, along with the financial thing, I'm going to tell you now while I'm on the right track. At the end of it, he decided that he was going to pull 9 teeth, and that what they said it would cost was $10,000. But he said he would knock it down for me, so I believe I'm going to be paying around $3,000. So that's a lot better than 10. Still expensive for a human with, SSI, I guess. So, but it's okay. Like, I'm just happy it's getting done, and it's a hell of a lot better than 10,000. So, woo, right? I was really grateful that he did that for me. So yay, there's that. Anyway, he checked out my teeth, and I guess they're gonna pull 9 of them. There's some on the bottom that need to be pulled, and I'll be hopefully getting implants at a later time, but right now we're not trying to focus on that just because, you know, the bottom is not the part with the AVM in it, and I think anywhere could probably help me with the implants when it's necessary to do so. And it would just be on the side, like here and here. And then on the top, my lip is healing really well, or my teeth did. So I have like all these missing teeth. And lucky for me, I have this big fat lip. Like normally that would be discouraging, I guess. But, you know, with me missing all these front teeth, I know I talk a little bit different, but it's not as bad considering that like my lip is back there, so it kind of acts as if it were my teeth, you know, so I have like something to rest my tongue upon to like sound out syllables and stuff. So there's that. But anyway, they're gonna pull my my dentist in Huron wanted me to get them all pulled except for 2 on this side and 2 on this side. And that was only if I wanted to go the route which would be able to give me an implant, just so that I didn't have to go to a full denture right away, which I really like the idea of. The only down points to that would be that, you know, if something were to happen later on and my AVM were to come back worse, I would still have to go find a way to get those 2 teeth on each side pulled, and or, you know, those teeth are probably not going to last forever because I just have crappy teeth in general, let's face it. So if those teeth have ever gave out on me, I'd have to get them pulled as well and then go to the full denture. So it's like, do you get a partial denture now and later on, you know, have to go through getting the rest of the 4 teeth pulled and then get the full denture? But I think as of right now we're thinking about the partial, so woo. But anyway, like I said, he wanted to keep 2 on this side and 2 on this side, but this dentist wanted to keep 4 on this side. And I think he thinks he's doing me a favor by letting me keep more teeth, but I don't think that I think you just don't really know my story or whatever, because if he did, he would know that my teeth are a pain in my ass and I don't want them. Like, I do want them, but I want them to be pretty and healthy and nice and a positive thing in my life, and they're definitely not that. So and I have a wisdom teeth on bottom that he wanted to keep too. So I think I'm gonna call him either today or tomorrow and just really try to explain to him that I do want these extra 2 teeth pulled and the one on bottom pulled, because like they're not doing me any good. They're just gonna cause me harm, and get them out of the way. So that's what happened with my dentist appointment today. So I'm gonna end up paying about $3,000. He'll work with my doctor, Dr. Weiner, on Monday. So what is today, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. So I had surgery in like 6 days. The next Monday I had surgery. August 28th, it'll be number 13. Dr. Weiner and Hirsch, I don't know how to say his name, but they'll both be working together for my next surgery. So there's that. I thought that I would go see Dr. Weiner before my next surgery, but I guess I'm not, so I'm wondering if everything he said last time is still a go, because if it is, then he wanted to remove some of this and pull it up just to remove this, you know, bad skin that died or whatever. He wanted to pin my nose up like it used to be. It's really down now. Like, if you go back and look at my other videos, my nose went straight down. This whole entire piece that I'm pinching was not there before. So he wants to pin it in there. We'll see how good that works. And then he wants to take this stuff out of my nose. He called it like a cone or whatever. And it does feel really hard and raised, so he needs to lower that down to give me my big old wide nostrils back. It's extra wide now because remember he pulled it over that way. Um, he wants to pull this side of my lip up so it makes my lip more. And then when I get new teeth next time, maybe you'll actually be able to see them because I have a really big, like, sideways lip. So if it could go out, that'd be cool. And I know before it's always been kind of down my whole life, but I always saw it as a positive because my teeth over here were really crappy. But if I'm getting a partial, like, I want to show those babies off. So lift it up. And again, I keep asking him, so hopefully one of these times he'll do it. I'm hoping this time, but whatever, whenever he gets to it, as long as it happens, I'll be really stoked. This side's really thin. This side, remember, was skin pulled from this area, so it's really fat. It's like that fat. And this other side's like this thin, so want that done. And I'm sure more scar injections because I just heal funky. But at least I'm healing. Yeah. So I think that's all what he was thinking. Scar injections and laser surgery, right? So there's that. Yay. Surgery number 13. I remember when I was stoked for 12 because I'm just like, I don't know, there's just something about 12. Like, I've had 12, but now I'm on 13. Lucky 13. Yeah. I'm sorry I haven't updated this in a while. I guess I just didn't even realize I was putting this on YouTube, or else I would have prepared for this more. I just realized I was putting it on YouTube, and I'm like, hey, I didn't even introduce myself or anything. Jennifer Hiles, AVM. Awesome. Happy. Super rad. That's me. Just kidding. I am super rad though. If you haven't seen my story and you're just randomly watching this, www.gofundme.com/Jennifer Hiles. That has my whole story on there. 30 years of my story. I'm trying to think of where I left you guys off at. I don't think I've made a video since the last time I was here, since right after surgery, and I looked miserable. And I assure you, like 2 days after that, I was kicking ass. Like a lot of it. I know it hurts pretty bad after surgery sometimes, but I bounce back. I'm like pretty resilient, so thank God for that, right? Oh yeah, for the YouTuber people out there who don't know me or follow me on my Facebook, which you totally can if you'd like, Jennifer Funk Hiles. I think it's facebook.com/Jennifer.m.Hiles. M as in monkey and Marie and moo. Anyway, last weekend, first of all, there's this lady named Jody and this lady named Shelly, and they do this Polka Run every year for Michaela Brewster, who unfortunately she passed away 13 years ago. 13 years ago in 2 days from liver cancer, and she was only 14 years old. I think she had it for about 14 months. But just this amazing, inspiring, happy, like just beautiful young lady. I'll call her a young lady. I never met her in my life, of course. I just recently heard of her last time I was here when Jody called me and kind of told me a little bit about the Polka Run, but you know, I guess she went to chemo and all this stuff, and on the way back, even like I've heard that chemo makes you feel like horrible, but on the way back she'd be like so excited, like speed so I can get back to school, and always looking forward to the next day, and always positive and happy. And you know, from what I've understood, she had a hard life, but it was the only thing that she knew, so she was always really positive, and that's just so inspiring, you know. It really is. It's again, like I think of what it has to be like going through, getting cancer at any age, let alone 12, 13, and 14. And it's what a strong little girl. Uh, but anyway, while she was alive, they started a Polka Run for her in Watertown, South Dakota. And after she passed, they just kind of kept it going. And it's the 15th year they've had this Polka Run. Jody's put it on every year, and apparently Shelly, which is Michaela's mom, Michaela's little girl, helped her with it this year, and she said it was a lot of work. So thank you guys for all your super hard work. But anyway, normally they usually donated all the money to like a cancer network type thing. But the last couple of years, I believe that they just wanted to help people around their community or whatever. And they found my story because my dad used to play in a band called the Blackwater Band, and he would play everywhere, and that's how he met Jody. So Jody's on his Facebook, and she saw my post, and she shared him with Shelly. So they saw me, and they're like, we have to help this girl. And just what a blessing. Just complete strangers that I've never met before in my life just wanted to help me so much, and they did. Uh, we I I just got here last night. I had my appointment today, and we cut the time so short because the Polka Run was Saturday. So we just like jammed everything in these last couple of days because I wanted to go to the Polka Run so badly and meet them all and see what it was like. And we had so much fun. Like, so many people showed up. There was like over 100 bikes, like motorcycles, that registered in it, and they all rode. And there was like a party bus that we got to go in, and we drove like 200 miles. I went to like 6 different bars, and I got to ride with my dad on the back of a bike, which was fun. And my mom came, my friend came. Um, they auctioned stuff out. There was a band. Like, it was just so amazing. Like, they put together one hell of a day, and all the money that they raised went to this trip right here. And that's amazing. Like, it was so crazy that a person you don't know can help you out so much. And most of those people there I didn't know, but it just blows my mind every time I think about what when a bunch of people just come together and everybody helps a little bit. Like, you can achieve anything. So I thought that was pretty amazing. And they ended up raising over $5,000 to help us get here. So that was definitely our airplane tickets and this wonderful Brooklyn home that we're staying in, which is the cheapest one we could find. And it's the most beautiful thing I've ever been in my life. So um, 13th surgery brought to me by all those wonderful people working hard together. So thank you, Jody and Shelly and everybody else that even came to it and helped or donated or did anything or just there, and everybody that continues to support me. Like, I know before the Polka Run happened, that was the 19th. Polka Run was the 19th. Today is like the 22nd, so we'll say the 18th, August 18th, and before. The last couple of days, I was starting to get crazy, like emotionally, just like I was nuts. I kept having like mental breakdowns, and I was getting emotional like I do before surgery and just all over the place. Sometimes it happens, and sometimes I'm able to pull myself out of it easy, and sometimes it's a little bit harder. Oh, my arm hurts so bad. Okay. But I was having a rough time before I went to that Polka Run, and it was just like a day of letting loose. Like I said before, maybe too loose, but we had fun and let go, so I'm thankful for that, because sometimes it gets a little overwhelming knowing I have to come back here and do it all over again, but it always seems to work out. I think the most part about having to come back here is just having to book everything, it gets so expensive. Like, it costs so much money to travel across the United States and find a place to stay in New York. And just once you get here, like, our cab here from the airport was like $84. So it's like money, money, money. Like, you want to hate money, but you gotta love money because it helps you, live. Like, truly live. Like, I can't come here without money. So it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I guess I just feel like a real financial burden on people. And I guess it sucks that I can't have like one surgery and have it fix everything. But that's just not the way it's working. So it's like a constant need of help of being across the United States, having to come here every 6 to 8 weeks. But I don't know. I feel bad. It makes me feel bad. It really does. But I'm thankful for the people that do care. So I could not do it without you. So thank you so much. So very much. I'm so grateful to be here. Like, there's no doctors in my area that could do this for me. And just to be here and in their presence and to have them reassure me that everything's going to be okay every time, like, that means the absolute world to me. And, some great things take time. So it's like piece by piece, little step by little step. It's getting me there. So I thank you for each little step because they're equaling out to something big and beautiful. Thank you. Um, yeah. So surgery the 28th on a Monday. And I believe I'm supposed to stay here for 7 to 10 days, but school starts back at home on September 5th, which is the following Tuesday. So um, I'm only going to stay 6 days. Hopefully my doctor is okay with that. And hopefully everything goes good so like I'm able to keep up with my plans. But we'll fly home on the 4th and then the girls can start school on the 5th. I hope that works out. I don't want them to miss their first day of school. I think that's really important for them. I was debating on leaving them back there because it's just such hard decisions. Like, I feel kind of selfish bringing them and having them miss school, but then, like, I don't know. I also have this different view on life, I guess. Like, I don't know. I feel like if a family member is going through something hard, like, why can't they have their family with, I just want my family with me. I know it's a bit harder with the kids and it's a bit more work, but I just miss them so darn much if they're not here. Like, me and Dustin will literally just lay here and be like, I wonder what they're doing, So I'm thankful. Really thankful. See if I missed anything here. I should have wrote it down. Normally I have a little list and I think about it. I've been getting, I guess I've steadily been getting some, more so when I first started this journey, but recently people have been messaging me and just thanking me for I guess being strong and being able to keep going even though it's hard, and it says it inspires them to keep going on their own thing, and I just think that's so cool because I mean, if we could all share something that we do that's positive and awesome, even though it's hard. I mean, it don't have to be fully positive. My journey isn't fully positive. There's some hard stuff in there, but all in all, it's a good thing, So I feel like we all have really positive stories that we could share. I think it's really, 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 really way too easy to sit and share all the negative things, all the things we don't like and the things we hate and the things that drive us crazy. But, try to find the good stories, I guess. Try to find the things that people need to hear and share it. You don't know who needs to hear it. We all have it. We're all strong. We're all a lot stronger than we think we are, that's for sure. But thank you guys for telling me that. That makes me feel happy that I could do that for you. I just want you guys to remember that you can do anything. As long as you don't give up. And I know my brother told me something before, like, don't go into anything uncentered. And I don't know, maybe my husband would be able to explain that better, because I feel like he is way, way, way more ahead of me in the game of just being centered and in the moment and awesome. But I think just in general, as, I don't know, just go into something, and even if you're scared as hell, just know that everything's going to be okay. And have a positive thought, because your mind is very powerful. And I always think, like, if you think you're going to be okay, then you're going to be okay. Like, no doubt about it, usually, you know? But if you're not going to be, you were like, this is going to suck, it's going to be horrible, there's a pretty darn good chance it's going to suck and it's going to be horrible. But I don't know, you just got to know that all things, you know, even hard times have to come in order for them to get better. And things will get better, and nothing lasts forever. The pain and the hurt and the scary times and all that, it's not gonna last. And I know I get caught up in, like, the worry sometimes. Like, I get worried, and I'm just like, I think mostly I get overwhelmed. And I don't know how to get around that, but the worry, I just go back and always think back to when I had my first big surgery and they removed my nose, and, like, you know, I had my tissue expanders. I was so damn worried. Hi, Kaya.
Mommy.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find Dad. Where is he?
I have no idea. He might be on the rooftop. Be careful. But I know that I was so very worried, and I spent so much of my time every day and every night, like, just so scared of, like, what could happen. And, you know, some of those things did happen, but, like, most of them didn't. And I can honestly say that not one second of that worry that I wasted my time on helped it happen or not happen, you know, it's just a waste of time. And, like, what could you be doing with your time better? Like, are you worried that something's going to happen to you? Because, like, what would happen? Because then you might miss out on time with your kids if something happened. What if you pass away? What if this? You know, passing away is kind of a big thing, but, like, you know, what if that did happen? Okay, what if you did pass away? And yeah, I guess I can't say that's not a legit thing to worry about, but if you're gonna waste all your time worrying about it and you only had, like, those moments left, wouldn't you just want to spend it on something good? Like, spend it being happy with your kids or going out and doing your favorite thing. It's probably not gonna happen, but either way, we should spend it on awesome things, like in the moment. It's really hard to be in the moment, but just recenter yourself. I'm so proud of my husband too, because he's like, I don't know. He's changed so much on that. I'm really proud of him. I feel like he's gotten so far ahead of me in like the spiritual awesomeness of just being here now. I feel way behind on it, but it's because he practices it on a daily and I am horrible at it, but it is really amazing and beautiful how much a person can change if you actually try and like apply yourself, because I've seen it in him. He's pretty amazing. Very amazing. And my brother too. They all just, you apply yourself, you can do so much. I love that. I'm horrible at that, but I love that. And I keep bleeding on my arm and it hurts so bad. But yeah, I guess other than that, I think you already seen all this. Everything's healing good. And I think I don't know. As much as I want it all to go away, like, I think it'd be really cool if it did, because, like, who wouldn't want to see their face look normal for the first time, right? That'd be really cool. But I think, having a lot more better days than ever. Just, I don't know, this is me. Hey, what's up? I love me. You can love me or not love me, that's your choice. Because I'm gonna still love me, right? My family loves me, my friends love me, I love me. God loves me. And I really am not what I look like on the outside. I guess even if I was, I'm still beautiful, right? It all works out. I think it's important to remember that we're not all visual. We are who we are inside, and that's just not some weird thing that people say. It's a true thing. Just gotta learn to love yourself exactly the way you are. And if it changes, then yay, and things get better and you can be happier about it, then awesome. But I think it's more important to change on the inside. And I guess the outside thing would just be like, I guess a superficial bonus or something. But either way, I'm happy at all the progress that I've been making, my doctors have been making. I'm happy to get some new teeth. I'm gonna be really stoked about that. It's coming soon. I think they said they will pull the teeth and then I can go back to South Dakota and Dr. Fast, he actually lives in Huron. Hopefully he, or there was this other guy who offered to, but hopefully they can get me hooked up with the partial or the implants. And I'm just so excited. When I get those, I'm gonna make the smiliest video on YouTube. I swear on everything. I'm gonna be like, it's gonna look way better than this. It's gonna be cute. It better be cute. Either way, I'm gonna smile my butts off. I said butts, like I have two. I just have one butt. I have one butt. But, anyway, this is getting long, so I'm gonna relieve you from this video. And, again, I have surgery in 6 days. As of this moment, I am not afraid. I bet if you asked me the day before surgery, I might tell you different, but that's not here now, so I'm just gonna enjoy the now. Ugh, I keep killing my heart. But, I'll be sure to update you guys after surgery, and I appreciate all the continued love that I keep getting. I love you guys too. Again, if you want to add me on my Facebook, I'll add the link below, and Snapchat is Jennifer Hiles. Instagram is Jennifer Funk Hiles, Funk. I think that's about it. Just keep sharing my story. Just keeps on getting better. Life is good. Life's good for you too. Even if you don't see it, choose to see it. Choose to see it. Okay, I'm gonna go now, because now it's just getting weird. But I love you guys, and I will update you after the surgery. I'll be a gummer. Yay! Well, not a full gummer, just like a mostly partial gummer, but hey, here's the 30-year-old gummers. Okay,